Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Relic 3 replay. Spawn on the bottom right side as the Orange Soviets, we have Chris. Spawning as the Cyan Empire, we have XYHC. Spawning as top right Empire, we have YuNo. Spawn on the bottom left side as the Green Empire, we have Fury. Spawn on the left side as the Yellow Allies, we have A, ampersand F. Spawning as the Magenta Allies, we have Stryderr. Let's see, so Soviet 2 Empire, correct? Yep, Soviet 2 Empire versus Empire, Allies. So 2 Allies versus 2 Empires, and a Soviet and Empire. If that makes any sort of sense. We got a pair of doggies advancing towards the center. We got the engineer. You could deploy out battle bunker to help protect that ore refinery. Nobody deploys out battle bunkers. Few times I have seen like one game or one replay where somebody put out a battle bunker on Infinity Isle. It was actually not bad. It's a 5 garrison slot. You put it in the middle, exactly where you want it, in a very small surface area. Common Engineer has claimed this oil derrick, blah. And now this it's Dojo made to fly out his own engineer. That's building slow, so it's like the engineer. Got a conscript and a pair of bears. The bears not being unbearable enough to those instant dojo. Does go in and body block that instant dojo. Does get a mag mine there and does do mutual trade. Plus with the cash bounty, get a cash refund on his flak troopers. Flak troopers are what? They're absurdly expensive, like 400 credits. Like they're a bit too expensive for what they do. Got instant dojo deployed out here by Green. Got a bear and a terror drone here. You can leave the terror drone there to camp it because the bonsai charge from the pure warriors cannot kill off a terror drone. It's not some sort of fancy anime. Dogi gets crushed. And now got the mag mines coming out. It does go ahead and get the kill, whatever that was inside that dojo. He does get another kill there as well. Does low on power, and he does sell it off and gets the kill there on the flak trooper as well. Instant dojo does get cleaned on up. The Riptide is slowly being picked apart by the Imperial Warriors, but the Imperial Warriors are getting slowly picked apart by the Riptide. Got a yellow motor guard turret here. Orange's Soviet MCV is right here. I'm not sure how yellow got a motor guard turret there. Yellow's up here. Receiver burst drone. How did that get there? Green is Empire. That must have been deployed up from that instant dojo. I forgot the instant dojo was there. Riptide being slowly picked on up. And the Apollo does take out the Jet Tengu. The Mecha Tengus are now engaged in the Riptide. The Riptide does go down. Over here, we do have, looks like Imperial Warriors being chased by the Riptide. And over here, we've got a bit of harassment onto Cyan's or Collector. Looks like his team is trying to pull out a Tesla coil there for him. And we do have a Cyan instant dojo here. Let's see if a nice bomber in there does sell it off, and the engineer does not go get the capture there. Tank Buster now here, getting some good damage there to the Riptides, but the Tank Buster will go down. That's going to get in the ground there. Receives a nice bomber run there to pick him off. Over here we do have, looks like a... I saw something. That was just a reflection of the Mecha Tengus. Getting some good harassment there. He does get out of the refinery line. And also got some, this Imperial Warrior getting tied up on the terrain. Good bomb runs onto the hammer tanks. And does pick off some of these Vindicators as well on the deck. And thanks to the fact they're generally out of bombs, are forced to abandon the airfield, sells off the airfield as well. Great attack there. Good bomb run onto the Bullfrog. Over here, we do have, looks like some Mecha Tengus avoiding the Apollos. Apollos do receive quite a bit of fire as well. And over here, we've got Apollo from his teammate. Up here, we still got the continuous harassment. I don't think this ore collector ever cleaned, or not ore collectors, Mecha Tank, or yeah, Mecha Tank is wherever cleaned up. Let's get a kill there. And this Ore Collector, severely Ore Collector, can't get back in the line, but is very, very wounded indeed. Bomb run 2 looks like a Hammer Tank. Vindicator's pushing way forward, trying to get a nice bomb run onto something. And we have the MCB now packing on up. No, we got a pair of bullfrogs here. Let's get a bomb there onto the Terror Drone, and the Vindicators do escape on out of there. Does get a nice crush there onto the Imperial Warrior. And also, since Ore Refinery is under siege, or Ore Derrick is under siege, we do have, of course, the bullfrogs in region, but the Snom Tanks could push on forward. That's a bear for his teammates. Let's get a nice snare there on the Snom Tank. It's going to be backing off to his teammates' airfield to clean off that Terror Drone. Good bomber run there. Actually does get a nice transform there and takes out one of the Vindicators while at it. Very, very good micro for the Empire player. But now we've got some multi-gunner IFVs, a Riptides, and a Guardian Tank being poured on out. Guardian Tank could use the Laser Painter. And we've got another Instant Dojo. Red's going to charge it forward, trying to get the crushes. Cryo Shot does come forward, but he may be able to save the Instant Dojo. Nothing really in the area to actually pick it off at the moment. Riptide charging forward, may receive a crush because it does receive a crush there. Didn't get the kill onto the Instant Dojo. It actually sells off the Instant Dojo as well. Also got a Tesla Cord being deployed up by his teammate. This area was affected by a Desolate Airstrike, but he does have this armor facility nearby, but not close enough for repairs. Let's pick off one of those multi-gun turrets, and perhaps he does get himself an extra gun. No, he did not. Good bomb hit. Does get a bomb run there. Didn't get picked off by the bullfrogs. Now this MCB's receiving quite a bit of fire. He needs these, does get a great crush there. He's trying to get the kill. This Riptide's filled with units. Does get an honorable discharge off. Red needs to back off, not reverse move in. MCB's receiving quite a bit of fire. Downship does to get out of the garrison. MCB's almost gone down. There's these Tesla Striker VXs, Chopper VX there. It does finish off the MCB. Red may be dead in the water. He still has the Mecha Bay, but he's low power as well. He may want to sell off the Defender Core. Yeah, probably best to sell off the Defender Core. He needs the extra production speed at this point in time. Snom takes advancing from the seed. There's an opening there from the advance. Now here comes these Guardian Tanks trying to get some hits there onto the Instant Generator. He is still low in power, and the Snom Tank does have now the Nanoflux worn off. He gets some good hits there on the Guardian Tanks. Over here we do have the Guardian Tanks and Hammer Tanks already engaged on in. Down south we got the Snom Tanks pushing way forward. Does got a Terror Drone. In fact, the second Terror Drone has infected, or the same Terror Drone has infected another guy. He needs to snare that one. He gets infected, but he loses them both because of the ladybugs. He could have snared the one that was infected in order to get the kill, though the other Snom Tank could have finished it off. Not a great situation for either Terror Drone. Nice lockdown there by the Tesla Trooper. Gains some extra guns onto the Hammer Tanks as well. Does lose that Tesla Trooper. And great roar there to lock down a lot of those infantry forces. Gets another kill there. Nice cash bounty. You need to turn off the extra guns. You got a large number of extra guns there. Looks like 3 Guardian Tank guns. And here comes Desolate Airstrike. Getting a good number of infantry kills as well, as well as ward away his opponent. Large number of multi-gunner turrets coming on in.
Let's start something up.
And so just going to gun down that multi-gunner turret. Using the extra guns to break through. He does have some bullfrogs for escort. Vindicator does go down as well. Helicopter goes for a shrink. And that wounded one could just go and just try to leech beam down some of these walls for extra health. There goes another Apollo. And Orange is going to be backing on off. Got some forces coming in from his teammate and from his enemy. Got Mirage tank here as well. But the Mirage tank is getting focused down. It looks like Orange's force is getting overran. Has his extra guns firing all the way against those Guardian tanks. Now got Crush coming out to Green's forces. He does shrink down the MCV. MCV is now severely wounded thanks to that shrink. He needs to fall back. Great roars coming out from the Bears. Hammer tanks coming for big crushes. Poseidon does drop on in, trying to gun down the tank busters. Let's get all the kills. One tank buster is remaining. All tank busters now down. Green's advancing forward or falling back. There's still plenty of hammer tanks in this region. Got a crowd shot one now. Got a shrink on another hammer tank as well. Tsunami tanks coming to support as well. And Green's Yellow's force is quite battered and bruised. Orange's MCV is still alive. He needs to go out boot camp, not boot camp, barracks, and get out engineer for it. These missiles, these seem a little bit different. Seem a bit more flashy. Then again, I probably used the the mod, the balance mod that actually does change the trails for them. Candy cannon is still focused on the conscripts. Got a handful of conscripts being pulled out now. It'll be a good cannon fodder unit, that's for sure. And now we do got the hammer tanks falling back. No extra. Nope, got one guardian gun and one infantry gun. Another guardian tank gun is from this one as well, the shrunken heroic one. Over here we do have the Mechatengu, heroic Mechatengu getting under siege. It does go down there as well. Looks like a number of those forces or aircraft getting cleaned on up. We got now the Emperor's Rage there, but does splash one of his opponent's ones. Cryo shot does come forward, does get a large miss. Orange can now advance forward, does have a Mirage cannon, Prism cannon on one of these hammer tanks. Claims himself another Prism cannon there, and there's a Desolator striking a deadly hit there. These guys need to be off the upgun mode and just start firing full forward. These Prism cannons are going to be very, very deadly. I think he may have got some more guns right there as well. We've seen quite a bit of splash from that Athena cannon. Now we got this advance forward as well. He needs to go aggressive and start charging forward. There's a lot of turrets here, but the Prism cannons can do some great work. There's at least one elite one remaining. It's a great hit there as well. The elite one is still up and going. The two guardian cannon ones are still fully heroic. The prism cannon one is fully heroic as well. So players starting to break through the front line. Nice scatter move. Does not only get a tsunami tank there. Wave Force Artillery now charging forward. The prism cannon is going to be pursuing it. Getting the prism cannon to kill it off would be great. Go for a bold charge onto it. He rolls and misses, didn't target the unit itself. It is quite wounded, trying to crawl away. Getting some good hits there on the King Oni. King Oni needs to be standing still. Fire. It does take up the prism cannon. The dual-wielding hammer tanks, however, are still going at it. Let's take out that airfield as well. King Oni needs to make his advance. Bolt charge is on cooldown. This one still doesn't have a gun, so maybe we can use Leash Beam to get some head. And slow advance by the anti-infantry multi-gunner IVs. Hammer tanks making their advance once more. Trying to get these wall segments. King Oni receiving some much needed repairs. Very nice. And now we got these Imperial Warriors advancing forward, trying to make some engagements. And we do have the multi-gunner turret now receiving quite a bit of fire. Imperial Warriors slowly being picked apart. Wave Force Artillery gets a kill there on the King Oni. I think he was targeting one back as well, getting a lot of damage. Making himself some extra weapons here. Oh, Cryo Blast coming forward. It's going to be very successful indeed. Nothing a Soviet player could do to stop it. He does charge forward, getting a lot of kills. The extra dual-wielding hammer tanks doing some great work. Plus, he got another heroic one. No gun on this. He does lose one of the Wave Force Artillery. The infantry managed to survive. These hammer tanks are making their advance. Red's making a pretty good advance as well, using Emperor's Rage to get some extra damage output. Now the MCV's fancy forward needs a reverse move back to the airfield to get some repairs. He needs to play around the airfield. He's low in numbers and low in value. It looks like the hammer tanks may have been cleaned on up. Magenta's MCV may go down. There's a lot of fire here. Guardian tanks are going to go for crush, is unsuccessful. And Magenta's MCV does go down. And now Magenta doesn't have refineries back here. Shogun battleships. A veteran, elite, and a heroic one. We got a flush of Shogun battleships. A 3-card flush. Not flush. Straight. And they're all the same color as well. Straight flush. Prospector's falling on back. Bear is trying to charge it forward, but getting shotgunned. And its Prospector may actually... Nope, does not escape. No Cryogeddon. Where was that Cryogeddon? I saw it for a brief moment. I have no idea where it was. Was not paying attention. May have been right here, but the Shogun battleships advance forward. The Shogun battleships are being sunk by these chopper VXs. Orange base starting to get overran. Yellow has a good number of forces here. We do have another boot camp here, or barracks. And one player has backed out of the game. No, fully defeated. It was, I think, this player here. Tank busters getting some good hits there, starting to clean up this infrastructure. But they do lose all those tank busters. And it looks like these chopper vehicles do get cleaned on up by Cyan's jet Tengus. Now we've got a King Oni charging forward. May want to bull rush one of these Athena cannons. This Athena cannon will go down, and the Cyan's forces getting some great kills there. Orange needs to stabilize. Is seeing some artillery fire from the Shogun battleship. Mega Tango's clean up all those tank busters. Now we've got the chopper VX going to be pursuing them. And red will be falling on back. We have an airfield deployed up by yellow. That's this player here. Down south, we've got the... Looks like the Terror Drone does get batter rammed by the Shogun battleship, ramming speed. Mecha Tango's getting some great work there. Bull rush onto the Athena cannon, does get the kill there as well. All of the yellow's Athena cannons are currently down, still got a couple multi-gun turrets here, which could do some good work. Wait, that's a psionic decimator. How did I not see the psionic decimator being poured on out? Well, that's one way to find out there's a psionic decimator on the field. Yeah. Green and red. Oh, red has the tanks. That's the team right side. The green jet Tengus are team left sides. Science Shogun battleships pushing forward. We got some Terror drones deployed by orange, which is locking down the Shogun battleship. We got a broadside on greens, and he's getting a good. And he has bracketed it. Dojo Core or Mecha Bay Core does go down. Green's air forces are ripped apart. Red does not have a lot of anti-aircraft forces. Orange does have some bullfrogs, but they're not mobile enough to deal with these Greens and Mecha Tengus. He does actually lock down Cyan's MCB as well, trying to clean up these Striker VX with the C-Wing. Cryogeddon comes forward as well. Green does take out Cyan's MCB. This frees down both these structures, as was the Ore Collector still there. Now tanks have finally got out to sea. The C-Wing does go down there. Prospector is still up and going. The Soviet player, if he has a Crusher Crane, he could get his teammate to crush it. The Soviet player still has quite a bit of income there. And does have the MCV. He does push way forward. The Soviet player, no, going for sentry guns wouldn't be helpful because there is a lack of way to deal with the Athena cannon at the moment. And these satellites, the Sputnik satellites get some great kills there. We now got a fully heroic Imperial Warrior as well. Final squadron being put out by those seaweeds. By green. Get some kills or hits there, not kills. It looks like the Pyrocopter will be cleaned up, only throws down a single conscript. Some things the basic forward trying to overrun the infantry. There's also a moving gun turret here, and the Sea Wings from green are getting some damage in as well. Yellow does have a Mirage tank in the mix as well, which can do a significant amount of damage. And red has put out his own Psionic Decimator. Green Psionic Decimator is down to 3 minutes. I've got a big swell of Tengus flying about. This Ore Refinery still has some credits left. And this one does have a bit of credits as well, so these ore mines are starting being depleted. Wait, orange has Imperial units, which means this player has back to the game. Now it's a 2v2. Orange base is starting to get gunned up a little bit. We do have now a flak cannon being deployed on out. He does have quite a bit of economy from his teammate, which is very nice. But it looks like whoever the center player did not have any infrastructure remaining. It was Cyan, wasn't it? Orange does have a decent force here. Does get a nice terror drone there. Gets infected onto a Mirage tank as well. Does have a Prism Cannon here as well. Gets a kill there. Fully heroic Prism Cannon. That's going to be very deadly. Though he has to be very careful about these King Onis. They can bull rush forward. There goes the Ore Refinery. Ore Collector does receive a fire, and now the King Onis are pushing it forward. Does get a nice strike there. Red has put out a lot of anti-aircraft forces. It does take out some of those cryocopters. Another shoot going up as well. Those shoot, and the Athena cannon should be able to go down. It's fully heroic. Yep, dead. Let's take out the cryocopter there as well. Got a bit of harassment here. I'm not sure. Oh, Shogun battleship. That's where it came from. 2 heroic Shogun battleships now pushing way forward. Beacon was placed. Not sure where though. And now we've got multiple King Oni being snared. Prism Cannon gained some great kills there. It is fully heroic. This Hammer Tank has received head. Needs to keep this guy away. He's trying to get a veterancy, but he's getting ripped apart. He actually almost go down. Need to keep the Leech Beam up going. Sea Wing is getting ripped apart by or Sky Wing is getting ripped apart by a Sea Wing. I say the word Sea Wing and Sky Wing so little, that's still not instantly clicking to me. But here comes Shogun battleships. They are going on a broadside adventure. Taking out all that infrastructure. 2 heroic ones will do quite a bit of damage. Let's have a good number of Sea Wings in the mix as well. Blue subs pushing way forward. We got a Final Squadron X being deployed on out. Right here. It gets an instant generator as well. Sells off on the other one. King Odie's. Ooh, the Athena cannons are. Yeah, Athena cannons are coming forward to support. That's gonna kill him. One of the King Oni didn't get head from that. King Oni finds a good hit there. Javelin troop slowly advance forward. And we've got the Athena cannons getting some hits there on the War Factory. Had them heroic, but now we've got some satellites. We saw level 1s earlier. This could be level 3 or level 2. Seeing how slow it is, I think that's level 3. Here comes the International Space Station. Got some hits there on the King Oni. That's about it. A lot of terror drones for Orange. Now King Onis are going to receive some infects there. Here comes Psionic Decimator. Good hit there. Red has Psionic Decimator still up and going, but it's low power. And it looks like the Shogun battleships did in fact go down. No, only one of them gone down. The other one's still up and going. Goes for a mass transform there, trying to deal with the infantry. Got a Emperor's Rage there, but that's going to backfire. Now there's Emperor Rage Mirage tanks in this region. And it looks like I think Team Right Side has surrendered. This is Android saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.